Hey boys, what's going on? So, I have some pretty exciting news in my opinion. So, it's only one bit of news, but I feel like it's worthy of a video. And obviously, as the title suggests, we have confirmation of the commentators. And as you can probably read here, but I'll just say straight off the gate that Vossi, Andrew Voss, and Phil Gould will be returning for Rugby League Live 3. And the only reason this is sort of big news is because it was a little worrying at one point that Vossi probably wasn't going to be there. People were throwing out the names of fucking Ray Hadley potentially being there, which, if he was commentating, like, it wouldn't ruin the game for me, obviously, but holy shit, I would be mad because Hadley is a joke. But Vossi is back, and that's great to hear. So I'll read through the comment made by this guy. He was the guy who actually did the interview with the True Blue, and people were speculating from one of the answers. So this is what he says. The commentators are confirmed. The question is written in a leading sense, as I already knew the answer prior to compiling the Q&A. Sebastian himself had disclosed to me verbally prior to the Q&A being undertaken that Gus and Vossi will be the commentary team with added script being added. Jesus. But okay, that sentence there is very confusing. Sebastian himself had disclosed to me verbally. That's very strange because in the interview, he asked the question, who are the commentators? And Sebastian pretty much says he can't comment, or that he wasn't going to say, which is very weird. I don't understand why they're trying to keep it a secret, but reading on. Also, when speaking to him, I had asked if Ray Warren was considered for the game. Sebastian's response went something like this. Mr. Warren was initially approached to fulfill the commentary position. However, an agreement could not be reached, so unfortunately would not be in the game. He also went on to explain that Ray Warren is more of an ad-lib commentator, and reading repetitive lines of script for hours is not his thing. Yeah, God forbid Ray Warren would have to fucking work a bit longer for a video game of all things. Jesus. Don't bloody trouble him. But, okay, so if Ray Warren was going to take over Vossi's spot, I'm really fucking glad he is not. If he was just going to be like another guy like Phil occasionally, that'd be pretty good. But if he was going to take over Vossi's spot, thank God that didn't happen. The last paragraph, if I'm wrong on this, I will be very disappointed in Sebastian if he was to provide misinformation, blah, blah, blah. So it's pretty much confirmed. This guy is confirming it. So that's great news. Vossi has been around since the first rugby league game I've ever played. He's, the reason it was such a up in the air thing was because he's not on Channel 9 anymore. I don't know the exact reason, but I've heard that he said something wrong on TV or on air or something like that, or he did something wrong and he got the sack, or he moved on to Fox. So people were sort of speculating they'd want another Channel 9 guy, but Vossi, he's back. That's good news. But we learned some other info that it's not that bad, but let's have a look. So this is from Ross. He's the Big Ant bigwig. He's a great guy, Ross. He's always on the forums. But he's the guy that's pretty much making the game. But here we go. So I think I need to clarify that there are no extra lines from Gus. We got him to the studio, but nothing could be used. Voss is the ultimate professional. He is an absolute gem of a guy and an absolute machine when it comes to this stuff. Okay, so that, like as it says, Gus will not be having any more lines. So all Gus's commentary you will have heard in Rugby League Live 2. And, when you first hear that, it sounds bad, but I personally don't think it's an issue, because Gus, for me, I never really liked him in the last game, but he was a nice little distraction at times, other than just Vossi talking non-stop. So it was nice to have Gus there, but I didn't really want him to take over. So I'm not that displeased that he hasn't got more lines here. It would have been nice if Gus could have done the lines. We don't know the exact reason for it not taking place, whether the lines, I don't know. I couldn't even speculate. I wouldn't have a clue. My only speculation is that Gus is a prick and he didn't want to fucking work. But that's all speculation. But don't take this that all the commentary would be the same. As it says, Vossi is the ultimate professional, so on and so on. So obviously Vossi, he's an awesome dude. He would have gone in there. There'll be heaps more script, heaps more commentary from Vossi. Don't worry about that. There was also, I'm not going to find it now, but there was also a comment by Ross saying the whole audio had been remastered, so everything Gus did say in the last game, it'll sound a lot better in the next game. But yeah, we got the commentators, Vossi, Gus obviously back. Gus won't have any new lines, but Vossi will. Okay, so don't, if you wanted Gus to, don't take this the wrong way that all the commentary will be the same. Vossi obviously will have plenty of new material. Commentary is never really a massive thing for me, but it's nice to have, obviously, and Vossi is probably the best, in my opinion, for the job. So yeah, that's the news I've got for you guys. I think it's pretty good news. Well, I think it's great news that Vossi's back. Very happy about that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully there's some big news not too far around the corner. I'm feeling something big is about to happen. Don't quote me on that, but we'll see. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.